Okay, this video is for John at Pans Marine. Once you've actually logged in, John, which I've already done on this tab, as you can see, this is what the back of the website looks like. I generally have two tabs open, one where I'm in the back and one that shows me the front of the site. I only do that so that if I need to have a quick look at something I've done or changed, I can just refresh this page and see the changes I've made. Right, now the only area that you need to concentrate on for editing text and images are the pages, which you'll find on the left hand margin of the back of the site. It's called a dashboard. So we go to pages, click on all pages, and you'll see here all of the pages attached to the site. Now to edit one, you can either click on the page title, or when you hover over it, you'll see a small sub-menu come up there and just click edit. And that will take me to the back of the site with all the nuts and bolts that are on that page. Now at first it looks a bit intimidating because you can see loads of boxes here. What these boxes are, they relate to every single aspect on a page of a site. So for instance, I'm on the home page here. A section, which is this blue outer box, is everything that's contained from one side of the screen to the other. You then get rows. Rows can be made up of columns. For instance, this is a row with one column where the text is all centered. This is a row with three columns, so that we've got the images and buttons and everything nicely displayed like this. Now what I'd recommend is that you just stick to simple text edits and things at the moment. With images, they're a little bit more difficult because the system doesn't crop the image to the right size. So I use an image editor so that I can get them so that, for instance, with these three, they're all the right size, so that one's not longer here, which would push the text and the button down. One way to find out what size an image is on the front of the site. Just right click when you hover over it with your mouse, and that's not doing it on this one typically. Let me just refresh that page. I'm not quite sure why it's not. Normally I've just upgraded the browser, so it could be that. Normally you can actually see sizes and things, but ignore that. Okay, all of your images are actually here in media library. So if you want to check any sizes of any images, I'll just take you there for a minute. When you click on media library, you'll see all of your images. So you would click one like this. It would open up another screen where you can actually see information about the image, and here you can see the dimensions of that image are 1630 pixels wide by 618 pixels deep. So if you were putting the three images together and you wanted to replace one, you need to find out what size those images are so that you get the new one exactly the right size. To come out of the media library, just click the X up here. Right, I'll go back to the pages. Now, as I said, all of the information that's on the front of the site is in all of these boxes. These ones that are green like this, be extra careful of because they're global. That means whatever change you make here, that global box is on every single page and it will affect them. Now I've found the easiest way to edit the site, this is just so you know sort of the basic layouts and things. Up here you'll see three icons: a computer, a tablet and a mobile. If you click on the desktop, it will actually show you the front of the site in real time. When you hover over things, you'll start seeing, for instance, that's the blue box I was talking about, which is the entire section. That's the row there, which has got 2 columns. We're just not using that column. We're just using that for space. With these text, they're called modules, text modules. Hover over them until you see a black box like this open. You click the cog that you see there, a little round circle. That will open up a box. It's got text settings in, and there you can change the text. I normally work in text for the simple reason the visual is supposed to be what you see is what you get, but it isn't. With the text, you may find things that I've already done here, like the word strong either side in code. What you have to be careful of if you're changing the text is that you don't knock either of those out. They need to stay exactly as they are. So just, for instance, 4x4s, I'll change it to in. And you'll see over here it's changed it as I'm doing it. I'll put it back. Water. When you finished editing the text, you click the tick box there which is save changes. There's lots of different modules. These are button modules. They all work the same way. You open them with the cog. It's got all the different things that you would put in that button. But I wouldn't think you're likely to change the buttons. With images, when you do want to change one, exactly the same. Hover over the image, click on the cog, it opens, and here it tells you it's an image settings, it's an image module. That's the image. You would click on that to change it, and it will open your media library. I'll just move this video box out of the way. So if you've already got the image uploaded that you want to replace it with, you click on that, or more than likely it's on your computer. So up here you've got upload files. You click on select files and it will open up your computer where you can actually pick your image and upload it. I'll cancel that because we're not actually going to do it, and I'm not going to change the image, so I'll click the X to come out of that. But if we were going to change the image, when the image has been selected, it will show here. This button will become highlighted, upload an image, and you just click on that and it will replace that image with the new one. Okay. As we're sticking to all of the basic things, videos, what you have to be careful of with videos is if they're too heavy, you're never going to be able to upload a video to the site. Same process again though. You click on the cog and you'll see this is a video module, and you do exactly the same as I was going to do for the image. You click the video, it would open here and it will show you all the videos that you've got, or you can go to upload files and upload a new one to the computer. If it's too heavy, it won't do it, and it will tell you. That's all you really need to do for those. Just be aware as well of, with all of it, with the images, I mean those are rectangular images, so it's no good trying to put in a portrait style. They need to be rectangular, landscaped, and they'll need to be the same sizes for these. More text there, always exactly the same. Open it up and you can edit it. There's no code there, it's just plain text. Lay it out exactly as if you were doing it in a Word document. So you enter to make an extra space there. When you're happy with any of the changes in any of these modules, you always click that green button with the white tick to save changes. When you've done that, you've always got to go up here to the green button that you see, save. I will save it, although I've not actually done anything differently. When it's saved it will come back to the wireframe box layouts, if you like, and it will always tell you up here under edit page, page updated, so you know it's been done. If you're not sure, over here on the right under publish, just click update again. It won't do any harm to do it twice. Then what I normally do if I have made changes is I'll go to the page, refresh the browser page to see anything that I've done. I think that's all you really need for the moment. I will just show you a couple more things like frequently asked questions, because they're not strictly speaking just text modules. So I'll go to all pages, FAQs, use the desktop icon. Now with these, this is actually an accordion. So when you make sure that you highlight it, just hover to highlight, you don't need to click. Click on the cog which will open, you'll see their accordion settings. Each one of these relates to each one of these boxes that opens and closes. Exactly the same sort of process for any one that you want to edit. You click the cog, it will open it. You'll see the title there, which is why should you choose polyethylene, and then you'll see like we've got a bulleted list there where you can change the text. That's what it looks like on the visual. You can change things in visual if you feel you want to, but what I would say is always go back to the text afterwards, text version, to check that it looks okay, and then save it. Right, so that's the frequently asked questions, and as you always do, you click save if you've done anything different. Dealers, those are just text modules that will open up. You'll see where the wording is, the bold heading and the ordinary text underneath. Certificates, a little bit trickier, which I'd probably best talk you through that actually, because it's uploading PDFs and images as well, which I've done here, which I've sized all correctly. Engines, pretty much the same. You've got an image in each one of these columns with 3 different text rows, 2 for the PDFs, which again I need to explain to you, 1 for linking to that HTML page, and 1 for your prices. All of this follows exactly the same process as I did for the other pages. Votes, same again. I mean, if you get stuck, just phone John. It's absolutely fine, and I can talk you through. But hopefully this will give you just a basic understanding of how to change the text. And images, you're going to need an image editor really to match those all up correctly, or just send them over to me and I'll edit them. Whenever you've finished working in the site, go up here, click log out. It just makes it a bit safer so that no accidents happen. You'll see this front tab was still in the back, but if this page tab, I refresh the screen, that disappears because I'm actually logged out of the site now. And that's all for the moment, I think, on this one.